Do you ever think about how much things have changed through the decades? Like everything. Everything. Now we have phones going off.
My husband's texting me for no reason. Yeah, so we're going to talk about decades and things that we did in certain decades and how we did them versus, how we do them now. Yeah. And, just, a episode about
how
the decades.
Things have advanced.
How many times can I say decades in an intro? Okay. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Jello, I'm Ash.
And I'm Liz.
And this is...
We are total chaos.
We are on one tonight. It's fine. Okay, so decades. Okay.
The word is so weird now that we've said it so many times.
Decades. Have you ever said a word so many times that it's no longer a word to your brain? It's more like a...
Just a sound.
Yeah. It's a sound.
Yeah, and that's what's happening now.
Let's see how many times we can say decades. I'm joking. So we're going to, I don't know how to do this one. It was fun, but, how?
Do you want to start, do you have any themes, or is yours kind of mixed around?
Mine are just random things.
So let's just start with, say the 1950s.
I like the 50s.
How things were in the 50s. What was normal in the 50s?
Okay, so mine aren't normal. Not all of them. Some are normal. Some aren't normal. I want to start with cigarettes. I know we've talked about it before, but it was a healthy choice for humans.
Yeah.
Back in the 50s, 40s, even. You can go back further back with that one.
They would advertise it and
literally
suggest it for...
I didn't say this before. Doctors would literally recommend, you need a pack of menthols to cure your sore throat, or you need a pack of Marlboros or Camels.
They thought that there were health benefits to certain
literally
brands. Like how you can take a Tylenol for ache and ibuprofen
your throat hurts,
for
grab you some menthols, baby.
Right?
I'm serious. That was a normal fucking thing. A normal thing to go to your doctor, your physician, and they tell you to go get a pack of Luckies on your way home.
Go get your pack of smokes.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Right, yeah.
The things that it causes now is known to cause were things that it would supposedly help back then.
Yeah, literally.
You got asthma,
and I'm sure tobacco has changed terribly over time.
Right, the way they've added all these chemicals and additives.
Taken some out and changed. But still, it was a very normal thing to go to your fucking doctor in the 50s, 1950s. And the doctor says, on your way home, stop by your local... Well, I don't even know.
Wherever.
Corner store. I don't know.
Your corner
your
store.
Piggly Wiggly.
Probably everywhere. So, they had them in machines and everything for the longest time.
Get yourself some smokes on your way home.
And it wasn't like now where you have to be 18 or older and go up to the counter.
No,
they were out.
10.
You could just get them. You could just get them. They were just right there.
Yeah, I think you have to be 20.
And people would send their kids.
21, not 18.
Is it now?
It's
oh my
21.
Gosh.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, they would send their kids to go get cigarettes, and now, it was just normal. People smoked everywhere. It was
my
a
dad
normal
used to
thing.
do that to me back in the day. Not gonna lie. Anyway, another thing is there were baby cages. Do you know what a baby cage is?
I think we mentioned that one.
It was a fucking wired contraption that was attached to your window.
Yeah, we mentioned that on one of the other episodes.
Okay, well, we're doing it again, okay?
But it's freaking wild,
and that was recommended by doctors to get fresh air in your child.
Yeah.
If you lived in the 18th story of your apartment building, you had a fucking wired cage and your child dangled over the city.
You'd think the higher up, the more dangerous, the more they'd recommend not to. No, you're higher up, it's easier.
It's better. You get better air quality up there, baby. That's why.
More air, and it's easier because you don't have to go downstairs, all those flights of stairs.
You don't have to go down the stairs.
You got sunlight, fresh air, you can have some quiet time to yourself.
Yeah.
Oh my
Just walk your child outside in the baby cage and shut the window and you're fine. It's fine.
Unreal. And we were going to go back. Obviously every decade things change, but the 50s just felt like a good place to start.
Yeah.
That was, I don't know. I'll let you go through your few first because mine's kind of more focused on media and things like that.
So my next one is they did duck and cover drills in school, which we do now for tornadoes. Tornadoes. I was trying to be fancy.
I like it.
But these were for nuclear war.
Oh, yeah.
Children would get under their desk, and they wholeheartely told these children, this is how you will survive.
Yeah.
Put your hands on your head and duck under your desk.
I'm sorry,
From a nuclear fucking war. You're gone.
There's a nuclear war going on.
Fucked.
You're probably gone. Yeah. Not that it's funny, but...
It's not, but it is now.
But at least it gave them something to feel
now
like
we
they
do
were
that for
prepared.
tornadoes, and I kind of feel like it's pointless for tornadoes.
Yeah.
Because if you're going, you're going. We've learned that. especially in the last few years with all
They're
that
so
crazy,
random.
once again, Midwesterners here.
Yeah.
Like,
unless you're like actually in a basement, there is really no way to keep yourself completely safe because they're so random.
Yeah,
so random. Nuclear stuff, man. If you're close enough, chances are you're not gonna have to worry about taking safety.
No, you're not gonna worry. You're not even gonna get your hands to your head. Essentially, I don't think. Like if it hits, you're
yeah.
My opinion, I guess. Lead paint and asbestos.
Oh yeah, that's all the rage.
Just a standard procedure in everyone's home, and nobody ever questioned it. Nobody ever thought, "Why are these kids growing 4 arms?" They didn't do that, but I'm just saying, nobody thought, let's check
Well, think
shit.
how many homes still have a lot of asbestos and lead paint. And
I know.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure a lot of homes do. Yeah. Or you just paint over it. You just put floors over it. Or I mean, lots of older homes.
You don't get in trouble until you go remove that. Or
and then you're like,
and then everyone's sick.
I know there's like different views on it. Like, oh, we lived this long, and oh, it can't be that bad. But I don't know, man. If they do what it says it do, I'd rather just play it safe.
Right. Drive-in theaters became all the rage.
Oh, yes.
That's when the big screen came outside to the drive-ins. Oh, my God. We used to have a drive-in not too far from us. It's been gone. Going to the drive-in was a thing.
I loved that.
I know. But
I miss that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I do too. And then also radioactive monster movies. Because, nuclear war was fucking imminent.
Yeah.
So let's make movies to terrify the world.
Make it entertaining to, I don't know, soften the blow a little.
I guess.
What would that be equal to us now? Like movies of like AI taking over, things like that, maybe? I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm surprised. There is a couple movies. Oh my God, what's the girl's name? Sadie. I think it's Sadie something. She's in the Yellow Jackets. She's young Natalie in Yellow Jackets.
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
Oh my God, she's an identical twin, first of all. Random off subject here. But the movie is like she's an AI creation. Like she's a human bot.
I think
and she takes over like she becomes a personality and she becomes a person and stuff like that.
There's a couple like that, and then because there's the one Megan with the girl that becomes, and then but gosh, I remember even when we were younger there being like Smart House and things like that when like it starts working again, and that was a long time ago. And now I don't know. Point is, the things that they were worried about in the 50s, which I'm not saying those aren't still threats now. But it was very much a threat back then. More thought about daily.
That's all I got for the 50s, babe, if you want to.
And mine was more like, so I kind of focused on media and communication and entertainment, things like that.
Is this when we had the rock phones?
The rock phone. We talked on a rock. We just bang them together and wait for the echoes to just make it all the way through. This is when we put our soup cans and tied some string to them and just... Anyway, 1950s actually was time of the mass media boom. So this is when black and white TVs became household staples. So you went from only being able to hear things on the radio to bringing a fucking screen into your home.
But you had to like be rich, right? Like,
I don't know. It was getting more common.
Okay.
So
maybe the 40s.
I want to say they came out. TV was out, but wasn't real big until like the 40s, and then the 50s is when most people I think started getting black and whites.
Okay.
Because like. The 1920s is when radio became real big, and it was like 2 or 3 decades before TV became a regular thing, and then back.
So it took television's 2 or 3 decades, saying the word again, which is 20 to 30 years, correct, to become like a household staple.
Yeah, where you can actually.
When it took cell phones less than 10.
What is that though?
I'm
for
just
real,
saying.
like for real.
I'm just saying.
Because you think, okay, we go back to, we're talking. Okay, we got radio, TV, things like that, ways of communications, ways of spreading the word, whatever. You go back to ancient times, you've got smoke signals, drums, carrier pigeons, things like that, okay? Late 1600s is when they finally start sending letters. A formal postal system opens, like 1600s. Then the 1800s, that's telegraphs, the old-style telephones. And then we go all the way from the 1800s to the 1900s. We finally get radio. And then TV doesn't happen for another few decades. It's like, what? How does it take so long? And then now it's like boom, 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 boom. Every fucking day there's something new out. And
literally.
This is a time of like insane advancement. I don't know. But so color TV was actually introduced in the 50s. It was very limited access, but it was becoming a thing. People still listen to a lot of AM, FM radio. I'm not sure when FM radio came out, but AM radio for sure. Their vinyl records, their LPs, 45s, things like that. Music was mostly listened to through radio or through vinyl records. Rotary phones were pretty standard, but this is also, TV started...
Okay. A rotary phone is the thing whenever you put your finger in the circle and you have to spin it all the way around to hit the 9.
Right. Kind of like a combination lock.
If you needed to call the 911, you were just fucked. Oh my gosh. Because you're not going to get to it before you die.
Like, my thing is like, if your finger gets stuck and you mess up and you got to start over again.
My great-grandma had one of those fucking phones. Like, I'm pretty sure when she left her apartment, she still had it. Like, it still worked. Like, it was still her phone. She never got a new one.
Yeah.
Like, those things worked, though. Yeah. Like, you never had to get
My
a new
mom
one.
has an old antique one in her bathroom. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it still works.
In her what?
Bathroom.
That's not weird.
It's her upstairs bathroom. They've got it's all weirder. Antique, with the clawfoot tub. It's like a whole thing. Okay. Maybe it's not up there now, but I know it was.
That's just a random place to have a rotary phone for decoration. Is in the bathroom.
Well, it's like that room is huge.
I would get it. It is huge. I remember it, but like I would understand like on the curio cabinet or somewhere to display, but you're like
no,
in the
sit in the
bathroom.
clawfoot tub and call my beau on my rotary phone.
Oh my gosh. Anyway.
Just don't drop it in the tub.
Please.
No, it wasn't anywhere near the tub. But point was, that's really the only like experience I had with them, and I always thought that like you get your fingers caught, and then I don't know, it was frustrating.
Screwed. That's called OCD right there.
Right. The fact that everything is so instant now, we can just tell our phone who to call. Like you just either press a button or say a word.
I just tell my Evangeline what I want, and she gives it to me. So I'm screwed.
It's pretty scary, actually.
Wait until it takes over. It's going to be fun.
They did come out with remote controls for TVs in the 50s. So this was like a huge deal. To have a remote control where you don't have to get up wasn't as common. Most people still had to get up and turn their TV off and on, change their channels.
And change their channels.
This is when mainframe computers entered business. So computers actually were coming out. They were just very limited. They were mostly just business. They were huge. First credit card came out in the 50s. So we're getting big here. Mass media boom, we're getting big. Things are really picking up here. Checks were still pretty widely used for payments. Cash is still king, but people do write checks. First credit card's out. So
the first credit card came out in the 50s.
Yeah.
Okay.
From what I read, anyway.
Okay.
Now, I probably should have triple checked everything, but then we get into art, okay? When I'm talking, this is what really gets me. When we start talking about art and how, like, things have changed from just, like, okay, like, back in, again, ancient times, we started storytelling, writing, sharing. We'd either tell them verbally, oral, or there's cave paintings, there's clay tablets, they'd use bone, other natural objects to engrave or write things. Then they work into what like the ancient Egyptians and things like that would be hieroglyphics and scrolls and reed brushes and parchment and things like that. It started advancing. The Sumerians in 3000 BC invented writing. So we have been able to write since 3000 BC. So for nearly 5,000 years, we have been able to write with something, with a utensil of some kind. Utensil, is that the word?
I would say, yeah.
So actually, this is an odd side fact, but the very first, I guess the first written literature known to man was 2100 BC, the Epic of Gilgamesh. It was a series of Sumerian poems and tales dating back to 2100 BC. Yeah, first written literature known. But we went from literally sharing stories around fires, writing on clay tablets or carving paintings into caves, or painting on caves and carving things into stone, and like to what we're fucking doing now. Like that is insane.
But that's like 100 years. Hundreds.
Yeah, this is, it's thousands. Yeah, but still
but thousands of years. We have to evolve.
It really like actually took a long time to get there though. Yeah. Like cuz this advancement didn't happen all the way up until the printing press was the 15th century. So that's when they could actually print books and other texts like that. 17th century, they work in newspapers. Late 1700s, you can actually use a pencil. They've invented pencil lead and all that. Then we get in 1800s, we've got like the fountain pen and quill pens and things like that. And then that typewriters didn't come out till like the 1890s. So we're talking 19th century. just the last couple hundred years to where we've gone from typewriters to this. So it took thousands of years to even get to where we could even
print this
something.
out.
Yeah, like
just print it out,
crazy.
type it, and print it super fast.
Crazy.
I think it's cool.
But when we get, where were we? I'm sorry, I got off track. The 50s, right?
Yeah.
The 50s, they finally start bringing out. Of course, typewriters are still big for the most part. They introduced the ballpoint pen. The ballpoint pen did not come out until the 1940s and 50s. So, like, all these thousands of years.
Everything before was penciled.
We've been able to write, but we couldn't use an ink pen.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Or, like, a ballpoint pen. So, anyway, they became more affordable anyway. 1960s, we moved into other stuff. But, yeah, we're still... The 50s is still pretty simple as far as, like, writing, communicating, sharing, things like that.
Okay, we're going to go on to the 60s now. So, people actually held UFO watch parties in their backyards.
Ooh, fun.
Because they literally believed alien encounters like they were going to just come down and be like, "Oh, hi neighbor, how are you?"
Do we not still believe that? Because I
Okay, but we don't hold UFO watch parties. Like, people would just sit out in their back fucking yards and stare at the sky and hope a UFO would land and speak to them.
We have more entertainment
because
now.
it was such a big thing then. Okay, so Tang and powdered foods, Kool-Aids, all that stuff became extremely popular because of NASA and the space race.
Okay.
So, like, NASA was promoting with Tang and Kool-Aids and
like
think of all
dried...
the powdery foods, the powder you put on seasons and spices.
Yeah.
It all came out then because NASA was racing and they were creating all this stuff for their astronauts. So they were just promoting with, Okay.
I never thought about that, how that all came about.
Flower power. We're getting into flower power. But also fear. Peace protest were also mixed with riots and assassinations. Lots of assassinations in the 60s. Lots of riots. But there were some peaceful ones that I think all peaceful ones almost always turn violent at some point. Especially today. This is when Ouija boards were mass marketed.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, as a family entertainment.
Yeah,
so
as a board game, right?
You and Sally and Billy and your husband George could go
come
down.
over for supper, then we can play some
Ouija.
seance.
Oh my God.
Sounds fun.
And this is when the Zodiac began making national headlines. Like, it was everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it was all over the place. The Zodiac.
The Zodiac.
They still don't know. Actually, I think they just found out. Anyway, go ahead. Your turn.
The Zodiac.
60s.
This is when shit started getting cool, y'all.
I know, right? This is when, like...
Oh.
I don't know. I think... Okay, we'll ask that at the end. Go.
The 1960s, I'm pretty sure is when, like, the Magnadoodle came out. Maybe 60s, 70s. And the Etch-a-Sketch. Like, how cool. Talk about writing stuff. We went from all that to being able, we can fucking use a little device and our kids can draw on these little bitty things with little turn knobs.
And now my children have iPads.
Right? We went from, I don't know what's in probably aluminum powder in the Etch-a-Sketch, little, like, just turn the knob. But they are still amazing to me.
Radioactive, burn your fingers if you touch it powder,
like,
but it's fine.
To see an Etch-a-Sketch now is still super cool to me.
I think my kids have one. I haven't seen it in a while.
Them. They're so cool. And Magnadoodles,
I used to do the thing,
cool.
okay, listen, because, like, I would stay at my great-grandma's house and she had, like, nothing. So, she had a TV, but
funny how, like, the simple things are more exciting.
Right. You could only watch the TV at certain times. Like, no Unsolved Mysteries could be on, no news could be on. So if it was, you had to go to the back bedroom. But anyway, I had an Etch-a-Sketch, and I did the thing where you do the line up and down.
Yes.
Really cool.
My gosh.
So you could see the mechanics inside working.
Yes.
Because you just completely erase the entire fucking screen. And that's ADHD for you.
Oh my gosh.
That was very moany.
I was just having a total nostalgia moment. I was, like, spacing out, thinking about being a kid on an Etch-a-Sketch. And a Magnadoodle. Remember Light Brights? Okay, we're talking our childhood. Back to the 60s, okay?
Yeah.
They actually came out with the first computer graphic interactive program. It was the Sketchpad. This was in the 60s. In the 60s and 70s, they had the RAND, which is the first drawing device. I think there was also the Apple Graphics tablet. It was, like, the first color graphic system. So we get into art. Like, the 60s and 70s was booming. Like, they had some big stuff coming out. Back to entertainment stuff. Color TV actually became common now. We're in the 60s. We're seeing color TVs in more homes now.
So, curious, did the people who had non-color TVs have to go buy a color TV, or did their television just automatically start producing colors?
They definitely had to
go buy one. Do you know? Because we were not alive.
They'd have to go buy one because I remember we had a black and white TV, like for funsies, like
oh, for funsies.
When we were young, I can't remember, they stuck it somewhere like in the basement or somewhere where we weren't very often, and every now and then we'd turn it on just because it was cool. Like, cool, let's go back and watch it. Like how now we listen to vinyl records now because it's,
I seriously want a vinyl player.
But yeah, I think you'd have to purchase a whole new TV, is what I assume.
Just curious.
And then the first satellite TV broadcast, Telstar, 1962. Push button telephones were introduced in 1963. So touch tone phones, you can actually press a button now and call Sally.
I would love to just push those buttons.
Oh my gosh!
To feel the movement.
And did you like listen to the music it makes?
Oh my gosh!
Or like
the click.
And then you got the numbers underneath the letters, so you try to make different numbers.
Anyway,
the sound is so soothing.
Okay.
But you go from having to use these rotary style phones to being able to just press a few buttons to call your friend across town. How freaking cool is that? The 60s were crazy.
That really was.
So cassette tapes debut. Philips brings out the cassette tape, 1963. So we're going from, well, there was the 8-track too. I think that was mid-60s. So we're going from big vinyl records to 8-track tapes, cassette tapes. We can just grab a little bitty plastic rectangle and play our music now.
So whenever I was like 8, 9, 10, that's still when cassette tapes were a thing.
Yeah, man.
Like CDs weren't a thing yet.
I had so many.
I know, right? And then like pre-teen into teen, that's when CDs became a big thing. Yeah. So we got to experience. My dad had an 8-track too, so I got to do all that.
I remember we had an old 8-track.
And my dad had a record player, so we got to do all of it, which is super cool because like our kids didn't.
Yeah.
Like none of it. They got a phone handed to them with Apple Music on them, and they can click a button and play whatever the fuck they want.
We'll still pull out. We have a VCR somewhere, probably in the garage or something. My mom still keeps one hooked up every now, like for fun, to just, you guys want to pull out an old VHS? And then, but yeah, she'd always keep like one of everything to just cut, and it was fun to bring them out now and then, and she probably still has them all.
Oh, probably.
This is when fax machines became like a thing. They were used for business. Gosh, I mean, fax machines are still used. That is something that, yes, it was really big then, but now it's still used. There's nothing like it. Like, yes, you can email. Yes, you can send stuff. But more, for business transactions and stuff, fax is still pretty big. Like, we still fax a lot of stuff. Yeah. And ATMs were introduced 1967, I believe, in the UK. So not real big over here probably yet, but the the first concept of a computer mouse was in the 60s.
So what did they use before?
I don't know.
I wasn't there, so
who knows? They probably had like big turn things or big knobs and buttons. Like, who knows?
Took it a little too far. Okay.
Who knows? What else? The 1960s, we had that's about all I got written down.
Okay, we'll jump to the 70s.
I was trying to get creative, but I can't think of anything.
The 70s are the start of the cults. All the cults came out. The Manson family, Children of God, Heaven's Gate. We've talked about them before in cult episode. Go listen to them. Big cult decade.
Big cult.
I said decade again. Brown and orange were now the most fashionable colors together.
Yes.
No
yes.
Disco balls were all the rage, and so was cocaine. So, like...
I'm about to spit my coffee out.
So
put it all together, and what do you got?
So turn on the disco ball. Housewives took a lot of cocaine to cope with life then, too. CB radios were now used, like, primitive social media. So, like, CB radios became a hot commodity.
Yes.
In homes, like back in your dad's den. There was a CB radio.
Yeah, I know my grandpa, they said, was really into CB. We actually, after he passed, not too long ago, we got a hold of one of his old CB radios, and I was like, we should hook it up. We didn't have all this stuff to hook it up. But I remember we had one, I don't know, my dad must have found it or got it and I remember seeing what it was about when we were younger, but I think it was a really big thing back then. Yeah, like all the guys were into it.
Yeah. My dad had one too. But my dad was also a truck driver, so I mean, that tracks, Okay, adults liked the shag carpet floors.
Hell yeah,
and
bro.
Children rode around without seatbelts or car seats.
They sure did.
And put that bitch in the floorboard. We're going to town.
Cars were so much more durable back then, though.
Seriously,
oh my gosh, they were like real metal. Like they were sturdy.
They weren't this aluminum bullshit where you hit a fucking squirrel and you need a hood replaced.
Cars were sturdy back then.
Yeah.
We're in the 70s. This is the analog revolution. So we've got VHS. We're talking tapes going in the VCR, baby. Home video recording. Got the Betamax. I never really knew too much about the Betamax. That must have been a short-lived.
We were not alive, so it's
understandable. But VHS, man, we used that VCR hardcore. Yep. Like, that went on for a while. Microwave ovens become a common household item in the 70s. People are able to just nuke their leftovers real quick.
Hell yeah.
How nice is that for the mamas getting just fix some leftovers real quick. No problem.
Why did you go there?
I have no idea.
Okay, anyway.
First video game consoles. Atari, Magnavox Odyssey. We're talking, okay, in our house now, we can play video games. How freaking cool. Then you've got like arcades, things like that. We're getting really cool here, okay, guys? We're talking.
It's like everything went from like black and white, dull, nothing, to like it gets a little brighter every decade. Like across the board, everything, music, clothes, TVs, radios, everything. It's like it's everything so dull and dim. I see it like a sepia color. Yeah. Like this is my brain.
The browns and oranges.
Exactly. And then it slowly becomes this bright, fucking colorful.
Because you're literally from black and white screen to color to.
But with everything, with the way music was and to where it is. And like late 80s into 90s, it's so fucking bright so and everything is neon. Yes. But then it's like the 2000s, they kind of...
We start coming back a little bit.
Everything goes to chrome and gray.
Neutral,
and like,
I guess.
And like, not psychedelic, like liquidy. Yeah. Do you understand these words?
It's almost
this
like
could be insane. And then 2010s, it's kind of like we go back even... It's like dull and not as bright. Almost and now it's nothing.
Yeah, almost non-existent.
Literally.
Because when I think of the 90s, even the early 2000s, I'm like, oh my God, just all this vibrant.
Well, early 2000s, I think of like chrome. Yeah. It was all chrome. Everything was fucking chrome.
It starts getting more neutral. Yeah. And then it's almost like...
And then now when I think about the decade we're actually in now, there's nothing. Yeah. There's nothing.
Because everything is just... I'll tell you what, this is my brain here. We're working in 2010s, 2020s. Everything's electronic. We're grays, silvers, whites, blacks, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Now we are in the age of AI. We are in the age of the metaverse. Everything is just literally in the ether. It's floating around. It's in the air. It's non-existent. We don't have color anymore. No. I mean, I don't know if y'all know what we're saying. Yes, there's color. There's physical color.
But you can't think of our decade as a color. Right. Like the 50s, 60s, even beginning of the 70s is like a sepia color. Yeah. It's like dull, and then it gets brighter and brighter and brighter, and then it starts going down again.
We peaked in the 90s.
Literally.
Guys. And what a fucking time to be alive.
Yeah. Good thing we got to, right? Give me some. Hell yeah. Boom. Okay.
Yes. YOLO. You said it earlier.
You said YOLO.
So we're in the 70s. You mentioned the CB radio craze. This is also when the birth of the first personal computer came out. So we said we had them for businesses. Now you can get personal computers. Very rare. Not
like in your home is what you're saying.
It's not common yet. Not seeing them too often, but
so you have to be rich.
Yeah, if you got the money and the means
to buy that.
Yeah, and this here is when the FM radio begins. Okay. So we had AM. Now we got FM radio.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know it was different. I thought it was all just at once.
Yeah, I guess so. And I don't know the difference. I mean, I know FM is always what I've listened to, but I know they're different types. But I don't know much about it.
I'm not going to tell you what I thought because it's probably wrong. So go ahead.
I want to know. Because I don't know.
I thought AM was like morning radio.
Well, that makes sense.
And FM was fuck my life radio.
I always just thought FM was like more like broadly broadcasted, if that makes sense. And AM was more local, but I have no freaking clue.
Well, when I was a kid, I literally thought AM meant you listen to it in the morning and FM was the evening. I don't know what.
That makes sense.
Probably because AM is like morning time.
And F looks like a P, so.
I guess.
But they had cable TV starts expanding here in the 70s. The first email is sent over... This is 1971. The first email is sent. Not a common thing yet, but it has happened. It has begun. Electronic bank transfers and deposits are now becoming a thing. We're going from cash and checks to now we can make bank transfers and deposits electronically. This is huge. Not common yet, again, but still.
Really the beginning of it all.
The beginning of it all. And then we work into the 80s where shit starts getting really crazy.
Okay, we're going to start with Satanic Panic. You remember that?
Yes.
If you need to know, there's an episode about it.
Whole episode about it.
It was fucking huge. Dungeons and Dragons, we're going to kill us all. And, like, it's kind of like, honestly, the modern, like, witch trials. Like, if
Yeah.
you wore black, if you listened to a certain kind of music,
You were automatically...
If you had a t-shirt on that said AC/DC, you were worshiping that there devil. And it wasn't okay. I'm sorry.
AC/DC, ZZ Top.
Right.
Yeah.
Aerobics culture became a big thing.
Oh, heck yeah.
With the leotards and the leg warmers and...
I think of Olivia
the
Newton-John.
workout videos and the bright fucking colors.
Yeah.
The bright oranges and pinks and greens
We are
and neons.
getting vibrant here, y'all.
Seriously.
Things are starting to just really brighten up.
Schools began to get computer systems in the 80s.
Yeah.
They began to get them, and it terrified all the teachers.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know what the fuck to do.
What the heck do we do?
I'm pretty sure, like, schools started getting computers before, like, the average American had a computer at home.
Yeah.
So these teachers are like, okay, imagine putting your great-great-great-grandmother, who's been dead for 40 years, in front of a computer and saying, you now teach with this.
Right?
Like, just imagine the little
It's like when
tech.
our current teachers had to switch from textbooks to this, like, Go Math and things like that. Like, these digital programs. And could you imagine? Like, it's like everything. Oh, too much.
Cabbage Patch Kids, Garbage Pail Kids, Pokemon got
Care
huge.
Bears.
Care Bears.
Oh, My Little Pony.
The Garbage Pail Kids were actually starting to get banned in schools because they were so disgusting.
Oh my gosh.
I remember those. I had so many of them, and I thought they were so fucking cool. They were not disgusting. They were unique. Okay?
Unique.
Literally. We were also born in the 80s, so best decade ever.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Were great, man. My whole couple years in the 80s were great.
Right.
Janet Jackson and Paul
There was
Abdul.
also still fear of that nuclear war. Remember that could happen anytime. That was still a big thing. But now we decided to make movies about what could happen to us.
Yeah.
When it happened. Like actual movies.
Yeah, you're seeing it on the screen.
And
guys.
then people fucking lost their minds because like you're watching your family on a movie die from a nuclear fucking war like the day after.
So what was like a possible fear has turned into a full on like
Right. It's like watching the movie Day After Tomorrow. If you haven't seen it, go see it with Jake Gyllenhaal. Now. Like that could potentially happen. Like the way the world just gets sucked by a storm.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a big thing too.
1980s. This is when pagers became a thing.
I remember those.
Yeah. Those lasted quite a while.
I used to page my mom boobies all the time because I thought it was so fucking funny.
So great.
Yeah. I did.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we got pagers. We've got the Walkman, okay? Sony brings out the Walkman, and this is like, you can walk around and listen to your cassette tapes. What? Like, what? It's travel music.
How cool.
I mean, they've got boom boxes now, too. So, not only, you can carry your big-ass boom box around, which is freaking cool, but you can take a little bitty device and carry your cassette tape around. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I had a Walkman when I was young, and then moved into a Discman, obviously. But this is like, what? I mean, I don't know. I just wish it was still like that. Things have gotten so crazy. Yeah. It was so simple, but still so exciting, like in the right ways.
I agree.
So 1980s. VCRs are huge. Camcorders. Now you can
record your family's, the big one that goes on your shoulder.
He took that thing everywhere. We have so many, and I'm so glad he did. We have so many videos. My cousin and I, we would set it up on the tripod and we would dance and sing and be silly, and so many videos of this big ass camcorder up on this tripod. Yeah. We would just record. And then, as the years went on, it got smaller and smaller. Dad always had cameras, and he's a photographer, so he always, but it would get smaller and smaller as it got digital. And
now it's like a phone.
Yeah, oh my gosh,
I'm just saying. Crazy. I'm sure he has something else.
So this is when personal computers became more common in homes. We've got Apple Macintosh, IBM PC. We're getting bigger. We're getting where it's more common. They're in schools, now they're in homes. We've got mobile phones are starting to come out. The first cell phone call was made in 1983. I remember there being like car phones, like the big bag phones.
Big bag,
yeah. But only the people that had like for me, the only people that had them were like people with long travel jobs or lots of money.
We can't remember that.
Well, I remember my aunt had one. She traveled a lot for work.
I was born in 87, so that would have been 90s. You remember that?
Well,
early 90s.
This went on for a little while because cell phones weren't common to have.
Until 90s.
Yeah. Like I didn't have a cell phone until high school.
About that, yeah.
So this is when MTV comes out. So 1981.
Okay. Listen,
Linda.
Original MTV.
Yeah.
Bring it the fuck back.
That was our world.
You know all these fucking shows on MTV. I don't even watch MTV. I don't even have MTV anymore.
I wouldn't even know
fuck
now
that.
what...
I mean, it's all these shows like reality TV that is trashy and horrible. There is no TRL. There is no music videos.
Oh my gosh.
Ridiculousness. All these shows of people hurting each other and bullshit.
I did watch a lot of ridiculousness back in the day.
Well, you can live stream the channel now because my husband does it constantly and thinks it's fucking hilarious. I just put my AirPods in because I can't stand it. But anyway, literal beginning of MTV, watching those music videos all day and night, tuning into TRL because that was life.
Yes.
But this is 80s, so we didn't watch MTV.
And now to find a music video, you have to really look. Like, it's not...
I don't think
I mean, they may play them now and then, but they do. They do them, yeah.
Right.
Sometimes I'm surprised, and I'm like, oh, they be doing music videos still? I forget. But God, my brother and I would sit there for hours and wait for our favorite videos to come on. Yeah, that was the 90s. But
we're in the 80s.
But this is when it started, man, in the 80s. It started. MTV changed music media completely. They took over the world. So, okay, we've got, fax machines are everywhere now. Telephone payments are able to be made. So now you can call up to your power company and make your payment on the phone. What? Like, that was crazy. Before, you'd have to go find a place that would take your check or your cash.
Yep.
And now you can just beep, 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 and call and pay on the phone. What?
Could you imagine how that's a crazy transfer? Like, because I don't remember that. I remember always calling and making payments. Or, like, my mom calling and making the payments. But, like, people who weren't. Who were older than us, that like my parents.
For a long time, they did, and they still do a lot in person. They would do.
My grandma still does a check through the mail. Like she will not. I
still do with some things. I do.
I don't even have a checkbook.
My water bill every month is paid by check, dropped off in person.
I do not have a checkbook.
What?
Period.
Oh my God! I wouldn't be able to pay my water bill if I didn't.
I have not had a checkbook.
Oh wow!
I think I did when I first turned 18 for a few years.
I just had mine out this morning because I pulled a deposit slip out for the bank.
I've never had a checkbook.
Wow, that's crazy.
Anyways.
God, I can't. I write checks all the time still.
Why? For what?
I don't know. I'm an old person trapped in a young body, I guess.
Like, what do you fucking use that
my
for?
water bill every month?
Cash.
Well, then I have to go inside and talk to someone.
Why?
There's a drop box.
And there's an envelope. You put your thing in and drop it in the fucking box.
Okay, if a check gets lost or stolen, I can just call and cancel that bitch. Cash, that's gone. I just gotta protect
Who's gonna steal it? It's in a box locked on the inside of the city hall.
True.
Like, who's gonna steal that?
Yeah,
That's what we
I like
do.
checks. I've always liked checks.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
I write checks a lot still, honestly. Anywhere that will let me, I do. I just like, I don't know, I like it. Anyway, I honestly kept an actual written check register up until just a few years ago. I did my online bank too, but I didn't trust it, so I'd write it down too. But now I finally just let it go. My OCD's calmed down a little bit.
You know what I think is interesting? This has nothing to do with decades, I guess. My children do not know how to write checks.
My husband doesn't.
I mean, like, my oldest is 18, and she could not write one if she had to.
Yeah.
They didn't teach
well,
her in
I mean,
school.
It's not really needed now, I guess. There
like
are ways
my youngest,
around it.
or my middle one's 13. My youngest doesn't need to know, but he's 13 and he couldn't.
My husband never had a reason to use them. He was never taught, but also he never had a reason.
I remember being taught how to write a check, like, in 8th grade.
Like I remember.
School? Yes.
Really?
They gave us these little booklets, and it was like 10 fake checks, and we had to write them out to learn how to do it. Like, I remember that.
I don't remember. Maybe my dad showed me. I just remember always knowing how to do it. I don't. But my husband's never. I've always handled the bills. So, like, if he has to go pay something, he'll just, hey, you want to write that check out for me? Like, he'll sign it or whatever. But yeah, he probably should. Which
doesn't matter because in 5 years they're going to be gone. I bet.
Now we don't really need them too much.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Keep going.
Oh, that's fine. So, the 80s is really picking up. Where were we? Telephone payments, checks. I think I'm. Oh, this is when. Okay, I was talking about art stuff. We have now gel pens.
Oh my God, the jellies.
Okay. We're talking our rollerball pins are getting grips on them now. We're getting finger control. Our pins are getting cool as hell now.
Deep diving on these pens.
Oh, I did a whole art thing because I was gonna like do it all about art, and then I was like, no, I need to branch out a little here. Yeah. But this is when Mac Paint and Photoshop began in the 80s. It wasn't big again. Not everybody knew about it, but this is when digital art became a whole new world.
Now it's definitely a whole new world.
Oh my gosh.
Just like fucking.
Yeah. So,
whatever
into
Aladdin
the 90s.
said.
Gosh, those gel pens, though. We used those when we were young. For milk pens, gel pens.
I have Milky's pens still.
The 90s were so cool, man. I know you can still buy those things, but they were so much fun back then.
It's like when it first came out, and then now that I can just go order them or buy them, it's not the same.
Or now that we can just do whatever the hell we want on a screen, it doesn't seem so cool.
Yeah, true. Because Procreate be poppin', let me tell you.
Black paper in the milk pens. Oh my gosh.
That would totally set me into an ocular migraine now because I'm
I
old.
know.
But
right.
Oh okay, so now we're going to the best decade ever because we said so.
Oh, I love the 90s.
90s. Chain emails began threatening your life if you did not forward them. For all
pyramid schemes.
For all you youngsters out there.
Oh.
A chain email was an email sent to you by some jackass. It's kind of like the people who call you now and tell you, you have a fee to pay, go to Walmart and get me a green card and send it to this address and then send it. It's the same thing, only this was just simply emails, okay? They would threaten your fucking life. If you do not pay this, if you do not forward this to your mother, sister, grandfather, dog, uncle, Jeffrey, it doesn't matter.
This is when the evil set into the internet.
This is literally, evil became internet.
Oh, gosh.
Beanie Babies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I know we probably talked about Beanie Babies 100 times, but damn it.
The way my family, my mother, and mostly my grandma, you had to protect them motherfuckers.
Everything you
Glass
have.
boxes.
These are going to be worth money someday.
Tags. Yeah. Listen, the most expensive
Don't
BB
take
Baby
that tag off.
is worth like $3.99 now. So thanks a lot, guys, for that.
I think there for a little while they may have been worth a little, but now it's like unless you have something really rare.
Yeah. Sugar Boom. Everything has fucking high doses of sugar. Gushers, Fruit by the Foot.
Surge.
Fucking
Remember Surge?
God, Surge. Everything is such a high concentrate
Do
of
you remember
sugar.
Fruitopia?
This is why we all collectively have ADHD.
Right. And a lot of people have diabetes too. Like type 2, because we grew up on sugar, baby.
Yeah, literally. Lunchables became a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Capri Suns became a thing.
And everything's starting out dyes.
Kool-Aid jammers became a thing. But the dyes weren't what they are now.
Yeah, that's true.
They're a different kind of dyes.
That's true.
They're like non-toxic dyes. Now they just want us to die. All of us.
Everything
became fucking neon.
Yeah.
Bright colors. Lisa motherfucking Frank. Yes. OMG.
I still love me some Lisa Frank. I buy the stickers anytime I see them. Oh my gosh. Love it.
AOL chat rooms.
Yeah.
That dial-up internet, you remember that?
Yes.
And the first ever memes became a thing in the 90s.
Okay.
Yeah, right on.
Wow.
The Furby was always watching you, no matter if you had one or not.
Oh.
And every single human being on the planet knew what the Macarena was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally.
And I think it's something that kind of stuck through the decades because my kids know it. Like,
I know, right?
I guess maybe from school dances and stuff. I don't know.
No, I taught my kids for real. Like, we do the cha-cha slide and Macarena on a monthly.
Yeah.
Like, well, we used to.
Guys, it's time to practice. Don't let it forget.
You won't need
forget
this one day.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah. So the 90s was. This is when the World Wide Web, 1991 World Wide Web is open. Okay, we've got our wwws, we've got our HTML, we've got our web browsers, and like you said, we're getting into AOL, Yahoo, Hotmail, Netscape. The internet is just full of opportunities now. We've got email, we've got chat rooms, we've got anything you can possibly think of. Email is becoming the most common communication form now. Right. It is the norm. We've got MP3s now. You can do 1993 MP3s come out. We've got CD-ROMs, so you can you can play your game on your computer through CD-ROM software, encyclopedias. Everything can just be loaded by a freaking disc. We've got our CDs, our DVDs are becoming big. DVDs are released in mid-90s, 96, 97. So now you can get rid of your VHS.
The first DVD I ever owned was Shrek. In case someone needed to know that. Yeah.
That's great.
Anyway.
This is when digital cameras began replacing film.
Hold on. That was like 2001.
Maybe. We didn't have a lot of DVDs until later.
Okay, anyway,
they came out, but of course they weren't like a regular thing in homes until... But yeah, cell phones start becoming smaller. Now we're getting Nokias, Motorola flip phones. Like, they're getting smaller. Again, not super common to have.
Yeah.
But
it's when things came out.
Yeah. Right? So we've got... the internet's pretty much just taken over. Like, it is like insane. Booming. People are getting their computers in their homes now. They're gaming on them. They're using them for work. They're doing all kinds. We're in chat rooms. We're on forums. We're in instant messengers. AOL, ICQ, MSN Messenger is all starting to come up. The 90s was just full of online communication.
It was full of a lot of starts to what?
Yeah.
Like a lot of big starts.
Yeah.
A lot.
We got Amazon, PayPal, things like that started in the 90s.
Yeah.
eBay. You're starting online banking, online purchasing. Now debit cards are coming out. You can use them anywhere. I mean, this is the 90s were just like the internet just took the world, like completely changed things.
Yeah, and then the internet tried to take over in the beginning of the 2000s because Y2K panic was a big fucking thing at the end of the 90s into the year 2000.
Yeah.
We all thought we were going to die. Once again, go listen to that episode if you want to hear more about that. Low-rise jeans became the hot topic, and rhinestones.
So low that booty was showing, baby.
You wanted the top of your thong to show, and if it wasn't, you weren't hot. I'm not kidding. MySpace, oh bitch.
Oh yeah.
Your top 8 literally caused relationship problems with you and your friends. Do you remember that?
You knew if you were moved down a notch or two.
You were alerted.
Could you imagine now, especially with the new generations, they would be just destroyed.
We would have, I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
Destroyed.
Bluetooth headsets became a big thing, and you always thought people were talking to themselves.
Yeah.
Listen, I got AirPods now. You can barely see them little bitches in my ears. Do you know how many times my husband or kids are like, "Are you over there?" I'm like, "Nope."
Yes.
It's still a thing.
My husband, when he's gaming, I'm like, "Are you talking to me?" Like, what?
Right.
No.
Frosted lip gloss.
Oh my gosh.
Body bands.
I love
frosted
that.
glitter.
And glittery eyeshadow, hair
everything.
stuff.
The glitter. Oh, what was it? Like a lotion you put.
Yes.
Your body shimmered, bitch.
Glitter was
This is
all
what I'm
the
telling
rage.
you. It was all chrome and glittery and gray and
Oh my gosh.
Razor scooters.
Yeah.
Tamagotchis. T9 text messaging became a thing. Remember that shit?
Vaguely.
Like ABC, to get to the B, you had to hit one twice.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, T9 texting.
Like the QWERTY keyboard stuff?
Yeah,
Is that what you're talking about? Okay, yeah.
And then everyone burned a CD with a LimeWire or Napster or you had your favorite fucking mix with you. I was just telling
my kids, my oldest the other day was like, why don't you just download the songs you want and you can put them on something. I don't remember what it was. I'm like, if I could just burn a CD like I used to, man. And
technically you could. I mean, it's the same process.
And she's like, why don't you just go get some CDs and burn it like you used to? I said, I don't even know if my computer will do that now. Like, I'd have to get a special, like, attachment to do that now.
Or you can just get an iPhone and have Apple Music.
Well, I have Spotify, but I want it on a physical thing that I can carry. I'm like, well, I guess I got an old MP3 player.
You have a phone that you can carry.
I know. Where I don't have to have it on my phone. Where I don't have to rely on my phone is what I was saying.
Okay.
Like if I wanted to get rid of Spotify, we are reliant now to pay that subscription to not have ads or whatever to keep what we want. Like you can use Spotify for free, but you're going to get ads and you can't choose what you want. I want to be able to just like skip through my playlist.
Get an iPhone.
Well, you still got to pay for your Apple Music?
Well, I guess
you don't?
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say.
One small fee for 10 people, so.
Yeah, no, Spotify's cheap too. It's just, my point was I just miss it.
I get it.
I guess I could do an MP3 play. My mom she'll still listen. Yeah. She loads her songs on her MP3 player and still listens to those. I know, I love it. Okay, 2000s. We're talking Wi-Fi now. We're out of the dial-up era.
Yeah, we got the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, we went from not having to wait for mom to get off the phone with a friend to use the beep, 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 wait for the internet to load. Now we're in Wi-Fi. Broadband internet replaces dial-up. Wi-Fi becomes common in homes and businesses. This is when we've got the e-readers like Kindle. We've got the first iPad came out in 2010. We've got iPod launching. That was like 2001. We've got all these freaking things coming out. Social media starts emerging. Like you said, we've got MySpace, Facebook, Twitter. All the things are coming out.
Facebook was not a thing unless you were a college student.
Right. I remember that because all my friends that were like at a university or whatever.
They all had the Facebook.
Yeah. I was at a community college.
We were not allowed to get the Facebook. I was not
tried.
Out of college.
Like I had a college email, but it wasn't.
I was pregnant, so I did not have a college. Okay.
Well, I got pregnant at 19. So I got married at 19. So by that point, I was like, I don't even care anymore. Like, I don't even care what they're doing.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I was just kind of doing my thing. But I remember, like, what is the point of this? I'll just stay on MySpace. And I stayed on MySpace until 2009. My mom got on Facebook before I did. And she was like, you got to get it.
No, I got rid of we're not going to, we don't have, let's go.
And I kept a QWERTY keyboard until my, 2000, 13, I think, because my youngest was about a year old. I wouldn't let go of it.
That's crazy.
Until I got a smartphone. Okay, so we got smartphones evolving. We're going BlackBerry, Palm Pilot, things like that.
BlackBerry.
The iPhone releases a touchscreen revolution 2007. We're talking big shit. We got flat screen TVs coming. HD TV starts becoming affordable. Streaming services begin. We've got Netflix. But back then,
Once
DVD
again,
by mail, baby.
Yep. You went into this little website and you typed you wanted these 7 movies and you would only get one
fun.
or 2 of the 7 of your choices.
Right.
You got to watch them, you return them bitches, and then you would get 2 more of those 7, then return those bitches. It was incredibly
Those were the best.
Impatient.
But I loved it. It was so fun because again, the suspense. You're not everything's right in your face and like super.
I mean, it is kind of convenient to have just like click a button and I can watch.
But it's like it takes the fun out of it now. Like it's right there in front of you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it did move to the streaming in 2007. So by 2007 they were down. Yeah. The rise of Bluetooth begins. Early GPS navigation systems are coming out. We've got the blogs, forums, Wikipedia, things like that are getting way more common. Chips and pins for card payments, things like that are becoming a thing.
Yeah, now we just tap.
Yeah, digital photography is completely taken over. YouTube launches. 2005, YouTube becomes a thing. Like, holy shit, who would have thought 20 years later YouTube would still be like
a big thing?
So huge.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, you get into 2010 and that's when shit starts really taking off.
Yeah, social media absolutely fucking explodes. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all of that. Bigger and bigger and bigger. Absolutely. Not 2010s. We didn't get TikTok.
2016, I think, is when.
Oh, really? Yeah. Did not know that. Yeah. Good to know. Everyone became a brand. Influencers up the ass for every single thing. Suddenly people were selling detox teas and teeth whiteners to every fucking body. It didn't matter. Memes and viral challenges. The ice bucket challenge. All these challenges you got to do with your friends. And one of the, my friend tagged me to find the most 5 beautiful pictures of myself. Selfie sticks. Remember those motherfuckers?
Oh, yeah.
Selfie sticks. Fidget spinners became fucking huge. Listen, my middle child has probably had every fidget spinner known to the earth and has broken every single one of them. Legit. Superhero movies started dominating the box office. We're all
Marvel fan here.
Literally not me. It's fine though. Netflix and chill became a cultural phenomenon.
Everybody knows.
Literally, yes. Vine came and went, but here comes TikTok. So yeah, that was literally. The term adulting was entered into the dictionary and actually became a thing. Because we don't want to fucking adult anymore. Literally.
Adulting's hard.
Face filters, dog ears, flower crowns, FaceTime. All the big.
So cool.
I know, right?
Like when we were young, we had to put the stickers on the actual picture.
Do you guys understand what I'm talking about when we talk about all the bright colors and everything? And then like 2010, it's like nothing.
Yeah.
It's like all electric.
Yeah, now we got cloud storage. Everything's being streamed. Nothing's right in front of us. Nothing is cool to look at because it's literally in the fucking air. Like, we do have things like voice assistants. We got Siri, Alexa, Google Assistant, things like that. But everything is Dropbox, Google Drive. You can just store it on there. There's no physical. We're not looking through albums, pictures anymore. We have to store it in a cloud. What is the cloud? Nobody knows. But we are storing in the cloud. So
it's probably a form of AI, and they just never told us that. Just so you know.
But yeah, social stuff has pretty much completely become online now, and not just online. We're talking like. This is different than being online, you know? Because now we're getting into AI. We're getting into VR. We're
living an actual reality online now. It's not just a simple, let's go check our MySpace, and you're on there for 10 minutes to rearrange your friends and piss people off. You are literally online from the minute you wake up to the minute you close your eyes.
Yeah.
Everything you do is now online. Yep. Literally everything. Our podcast is online.
Yeah.
Everything is online.
Yeah. There's no way around it.
No. I'm just saying, at all. You have to have this or you struggle. Yep. Like, I have a farm. I moved out to the middle of nowhere to get offline, but I still use online to run my farm. Like, I have to.
Yeah. So, there's really no way. There's no way. Yeah. Because everything, like, everything it requires technology now. Yeah. In some way, shape, or form.
Everything.
So.
Okay, so we are going to do a speed round quiz, okay? I'm going to ask you a question, and the first decade that comes to your mind that you think is correct, you're going to tell me if you got it right or not. Then at the end, we're going to point you out, okay? Ready?
Okay.
Okay, which decade saw the first man walk on the moon?
60s.
Good job.
Ooh.
When did the Berlin Wall fall?
50s?
No. The 80s. In what decade did the iPhone first launch and change mobile phones forever?
90s. 80s. 90s.
iPhone?
Yeah.
Wrong. 2000s.
Really?
When did MTV launch their first ever music video? The video killed the radio star. Perfect.
1980.
You just have to say 80s.
Something.
Use decade. Which decade did Disney World open up in Florida?
Ooh, the 80s.
No, 70s.
70s, really?
When was the World Wide Web first made public? You just said this. Do you
This
remember?
wasn't until the...
No, you can't look at notes.
Oh, what I said, the 2000s? The late 90s?
Yes.
Was it late 90s? Early
Late 90s. Which decade gave us Barbie?
Oh, the 80s?
50s. Good
Oh my
Lord.
gosh, she goes way back. Yeah.
She really
yeah, because I'm
does.
thinking like my... Oh, yeah, she goes way back. That's
when
bad.
did email become widely used?
90s.
Good job. What decade saw the release of the original Nintendo system?
Oh, this was the 80s, I think?
Good job. Which decade saw the first televised U.S. presidential debate?
Oh my gosh.
That's a hard one.
70s?
60s.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense.
When was the Ice Bucket Challenge a virtual fundraising sensation?
The 2010s?
Good job. Very last one. Which decade would you choose to live if you had a choice?
90s, baby.
I agree.
Yes. 80s and 90s were...
Literally, I feel like I would go back to the 90s every time.
I don't know anyone that would disagree. Anyone who lived through the 90s.
I feel like it's fucking 2025. Where the fuck is my memory machine? Because I want to put a helmet on my head and like go back like Austin Powers style. 1991. Push that play button and go relive that
Everything's
shit.
so automated now. Everything's just so instant and automated.
And I would also put my fucking kids in the back of that fucking machine, and we would all go back and live a very simple
experience. The simplicity.
Literally. You try, and everything's nostalgic, and you can't give it to them like we had it. Like, you can't let them experience it like we did, because they just think, oh, cool, it's retro, dude.
Yeah. I do feel like my kids, you know, they do appreciate the things I show them, but it's not going to change things for them. It's not going to change.
It's not the same time they're going to hold a fucking Tamagotchi in their hand for the first time and be like, holy shit, because they have a cell phone.
Right.
They can just do whatever they want on them.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm done. So if you would like to contact us for any reason, you can do so at onlyifyoucankeepup at gmail.com.
We were not in sync. Sorry.
We weren't. And I want to say, are you
That's
doing
my ring
that?
on my coffee
Oh my
mug.
gosh,
Sorry.
I thought a ghost was trying to contact us. It's fine. I'm going to say the word decade one more time just for good measure.
Decade. Enjoy the rest of your decade.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.